everybody, this is Joel and
Paul
from movingtomexi.co. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal and bienvenidos a Taqueria
Onviteros.
Oh my god.
You forgot already?
Ontiveros.
Ontiveros. I said it wrong.
It's kind of not a very common name.
No.
It's the first time I've ever heard it.
Ontiveros, and that's a last name.
Yeah, that's their apellido.
Yeah.
Apellido, which be their last name. And anyways, we thought we'd try it out because every time we come into Bucerias, we come down the main street here, Las Palmas.
Yeah.
And Jillian and I drive by it all the time, either leaving or coming.
Right.
And I'm like, we got to try that place.
Today you're staying.
Yeah. But it used to be like seafood.
Yeah.
And I went through about 4 or 5 different seafood variations.
Right.
And it never did stick.
Right.
And I think everyone tried. But the tacos seem to be working here.
Kind of look legit.
Yeah, they've usually every restaurant would open them, be out of business within a few months.
Right.
These guys are still around. On that note, what day is it today, Paul?
Taco Tuesday!
And then we're going to work on a lot of behind the Mexican doors.
Yeah,
we're trying to set more of those up.
Get them all ready to go.
Get them all ready to go.
Get them all banked and ready.
You really do live behind a door.
I do, and it is technically Mexican.
And it is Mexican.
Yeah.
But you know, to show different places,
yeah, we
right?
could show my house, and we could show, or even
whole,
my sister's house.
Right.
Yeah,
and the whole common area there too. And,
yeah.
And just the whole ability to live on the other side. And those are like old condos, like old subdivisions.
They are.
And they used to be like super cheap.
Yeah.
Like you could buy like a townhome for like 30 grand or something. It's well maintained and very beautiful. I mean, you got married there for crying out loud.
I did, yeah.
Good old Charlie. He's the horse guy.
Oh yeah, there he is. That's Charlie? Looks like he's parking the horses to get some tacos.
He's like ready for, he's listo for tacos,
yeah.
man.
Look, he's got himself a seat right here at the bar.
Right at the bar.
We gotta come back and do that.
Yeah, we got it. So we're gonna go sit inside?
Yeah, because we got the girls with us.
Okay. Jillian does not want to be on camera.
Okay, well, I won't put her on camera.
Or if you see her, then we put like a big happy face over her.
Sure. Okay. Joel, this menu is not small.
But you know what? Minced meat to the client's taste.
I like the logo has a cow in it.
How about a roasted marinated gut?
Chorreada.
The chorreada, you doing the chorreada?
How do they describe it? Exquisite corn tortilla made to hand, pinched by the edges with fine melted cheese and a touch secret of the house, parentheses, delicious. You have to try it with roast beef, marinated and gut.
Chorreada es grande, ¿no?
Sí.
And Daniela. Daniela's here.
Lo mismo para mí, por favor. Gracias. From our other house that was only supposed to be for like a couple of months, but it's been
What kind of drink do we got here?
We got cebada, which is
Cebada.
popular in Sinaloa state, where I'm from.
Sinaloan.
Yeah, these guys
Yeah,
are
and that's
from
where
there.
you're from, right, Daniela?
Yes.
You're from Sinaloa, so you got pretty excited when you realized that. What did you first notice that
I was
the
chilling,
dead giveaway?
and then I was like reading the huge menu there.
Gracias.
And then I just saw chorreada. I'm like, what?
pretty good.
And then so I get closer because I'm like, if they have the pork fat on the bottom, then it's a chorreada. But if not, they don't know what they're doing. That's what I thought.
Right.
So I went and read, and I didn't see that. But I'm like, maybe because it's in English. So I asked the lady, and she said, yeah, of course, it has the pork fat, which we call it asiento.
Asiento.
So I got excited, and I went over there and asked the guy, and I got all intense.
Is that a little too much airtime for you, honey?
It's a little too much.
Sorry. Just put like a big smiley face on Jillian there.
Oh,
All right, they got a nice little,
nice little
setup for the
accoutrement selection, huh? Oh, that's nice guacamole too. And sometimes when it's just kind of sitting, it's all brown and stuff.
And this is thick guacamole.
Nice thick guacamole.
Because I hear that sometimes when restaurants want they're a little low on guacamole, what they do is they kind of like grind up some, they puree some pepino,
right,
cucumber,
and stick that in there.
Yeah, this looks like
just
this is pure avocado, right?
Just pure avocado with salt, and that's it.
Okay.
Good video you did on the weekend. about the history of
Joel.
Joel.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Most people watched the whole thing. So
Right.
that was encouraging. You're always a little nervous when you put out a video like that. Or I am,
Right.
anyways. Like,
Well, it's very personal, right?
a little personal. Are people going to want to be interested and watch it? And,
Yeah.
and for the most part, it did seem like
People enjoyed that.
were,
I think they're curious.
and some were inspired too, which is
Sure.
cool to hear.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, everybody.
The next will be either my story or Jillian's. We could even talk to Daniela too.
I think so.
Yeah.
It is really good.
Like a pro.
Really good. Thank you.
Provecho.
Provecho.
Oh, she should have been on camera the whole video.
She should have, yeah.
It's like she told these amazing
She's got
stories.
great stories. She told a story about being at an Oxxo in Vallarta and having a guy yell at her.
Yeah.
And then-
But it's not a Karen. Is that a Kevin?
I think so. Is that the the male equivalent to a Karen?
And no disrespect to Kevins or Karens.
I know. I know lots of Karens and Kevins that are very good people, and it's unfortunate that they got stuck.
I know
with
that they got kinda stuck with that
I
one.
just pray that Paul doesn't become something, right? Like you never know.
Yeah, well, it was kind of crazy because we went and delivered some bikes to Puerto Vallarta, which we do. So if you're in Puerto Vallarta and want to rent a bike, we will deliver it to you. But anyways, I was like super thirsty, and I'm driving my van, and it's really hard, as you know, to like stop anyone in Vallarta. So I kind of found this little nook, and I'm like, Jillian, do you mind running into the Oxxo and like buy me a bottle of water? Because like I'm super thirsty. And she's like, no problem, honey. I love doing that kind of stuff
Well,
for you.
that sounds just
Yeah,
really
She's
good
like,
impression.
and then she like touched my knee, and
Aw.
yeah, it was very, very sweet.
Lovely.
And went into the Oxxo. As she's standing in line, this guy comes up to her and says, something to the effect like, "I can't believe this. What the f do you think you are coming in here with no mask on?" But he's like losing his shit, and the entire Oxxo, and people are like fleeing the Oxxo because this guy's going
making a big scene.
completely apeshit. And she left the store, and then the guy's like threatening to call his friends, and she doesn't know who he knows, and she's like, "Oh, I'll call my friends too. You don't know who I know either."
Yeah, and that's when she called me.
And then she called Paul. A matter of fact, though, in Vallarta, well, the president first said there's no cubrebocas required in Mexico, but people didn't believe him, even though he's the president.
Okay.
So they're still wearing them everywhere. Not everyone, but a lot of people still are.
Yeah.
But in Vallarta, the governor said, "Okay, guys, no, the president really did mean there's no cubreboca law, so we're repealing it officially. You don't have to wear it. So you go in Vallarta, it's free and clear."
All right.
Yeah, I went to like a dealership the other day. No one had them on. Like,
That's awesome.
So it was nice. Well, our friends here at the Taqueria, they're no cubrebocas.
Yeah.
It's a cubreboca free restaurant. So 5
like
stars for that.
For sure. And what did you guys think about your food?
The food was delicious. I had the adobada and the asada, which is the pork, and then I also had the beef. But I will be honest that if I was to come again, I'm going straight with the beef.
Yeah, I like the chorreada, which is like the one I was like so excited about. And then it's pretty close to the flavor I remember, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I ordered like an extra taquito de adobada, which is the pork. And I liked it. The thing I like, I guess, is also the tortilla was a little fried. So that part it was like, oh, that's an extra, a
Yeah.
little bit extra work, and it tastes good.
Little crunch.
So I like that. Yeah.
Right, Jillian?
It was, yeah.
Yes. Oh,
And then-
oh, jeez.
And all the fixings are really nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Some
they had
radishes.
lots of guacamole, right?
Guacamole. Okay, until next Saturday, nos vemos. Hasta luego and adios desde Bucerias, Mexico, and la Taqueria Ontiveros.
Ontiveros.
Ontiveros. I'm going to remember that. Saludos.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Oh,
And then-
oh, jeez.
Oh.